Good afternoon and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Saturday afternoon. Welcome to the channel. Today we are talking shortages. I'm sure if you've seen the international news recently, you will have seen that Russia did not renew the deal to allow Ukraine to export grain, and there have been some raids, attacks, whatever you want to call them, on the ports down where the grain is stored, etc., etc. And that is going to cause problems for many different countries who are reliant on the grain that comes out of Ukraine and that area. Now, I know that previously they shipped grain out by rail, and I know that that was a bit problematic because of the different gauges in the different countries on the railway lines. And also it's so much less than you can move in a ship. So grain could become quite a problem. And that means that flour, so that means pasta, bread, flour, etc., could become a tad more expensive, shall we say, for those of us who can actually get any. There'll be some places where they just can't. So that sort of started at the beginning of last week. In the last few days, there has been an announcement from the Indian government that they are going to stop the export of non-basmati rice. So that means that your normal rice that's not basmati, so your normal white rice that you and I would use, is not going to be exported from India. That's a lot of rice that is no longer coming out of that country. And I don't know about you, but when Russia first went to Ukraine and there was problems with the grain movement, I was like, that's fine. If I don't have pasta, I can use rice. Now there seems to be problems with rice. So I now need to rethink that. And a lot of people will be rethinking what they can have to eat, what they can bulk up foods with. So you're looking at things like oatmeal, potatoes, couscous, other grains, lentils, etc. Grains and pulses. Because I think that the prices of rice, flour, pasta, etc. are going to start rising again just because of the shortages, because we cannot get the basics. There is some talk that there's a deal on the table for the grain coming out of Ukraine, but I personally wouldn't be holding my breath, have to say. So yeah, that I think is something that we should all be looking at. If you can get in a bit extra pasta, a bit extra rice, I would be doing that. I would also be getting some extra flour. I did that at the very beginning of my preps. They're in Mylar bags, so they're safe for a good few years. But I still have some Mylar bags there, so I think I will be getting some stuff to fill them with. Just so that I've got it just in case, because I know the headlines have been up, but it's just been sort of, it's only been a week. Normally things like that, it seems to take a few days before the really big headlines come with shortages are going to happen, etc., etc. So if you can buy it now, I would buy I wouldn't go mad over it. I wouldn't panic buy. I would just get yourself a bit extra, and also start planning meals, start planning things where you're not looking to use a lot of rice or use a lot of pasta. What else could you use that is available locally? Obviously, I'm in Scotland, so we have a lot of root veg with potatoes, carrots, turnips. We also have oatmeal, barley. So that's the sort of things we're going to be having less problem to get, I think. But certainly preparing for the just in case, I think, is a good plan. Because the thing is, if you've got it, if everything goes to plan and, exports start again, that's fine. It just means that you don't need to buy anything for a while. If exports don't go back the way they're planned or the way people hope they are, then at least you've got a stash that'll last you for a wee while you get yourself into a routine of using different things. So yeah, that's my thoughts for today on possible upcoming shortages. As I say, it's still quite new in the news cycle. There's a deal supposedly getting dealt with about the grain from Ukraine. The reasonings that I read about for India stopping the export of non-basmati rice was because of the prices increasing there. So the government said, well, if we stop them exporting it, it will not be as scarce, so the price will come down. However, one of the producers, because you don't manufacture rice, one of the producers had said it's actually not that, it's the cost of electricity, it's the cost of fuel, etc. That's what's pushing the price up, so it's not going to come down anytime soon. So yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on, I think. Now, I don't know why I said now there, what am I talking about? Just to let you know, I am not 100% at the moment. I don't know what's happened. I have a stomach bug. I don't seem to have been as ill as I was last night. But so far today I've had toast and some roasted carrot. I had toast at 6 o'clock this morning and I had roasted carrot about 2 hours ago. Wasn't one of my better ideas, can I just say. However, the good news is we have made more jam in the slow cooker. Let me just... It's a lot darker because I overcooked it a bit. That was 4 hours at high and it's sealed, good. And 2 hours at low in the slow cooker, because obviously when it got to that colour, I decided to turn it down. It tastes fine, so hopefully all will be well with that. Whether it sets any better than the last one, I don't know, because I didn't use pectin again. However, I have a huge slow cooker full of strawberries and blueberries, which I have added pectin to, and lemon juice. So we'll see how that goes. That is on high because they were frozen, the fruits. They've been in my freezer for ages, so I thought, well, I'm better using them for jam than not using them. So they are in the slow cooker just now. They're just about to get turned down to low. If I knew what time it was, I'd be doing well. And I will turn them off before I go to bed. So yeah, but yeah. Do you know those times when you're just like, starving, I'm hungry, and then you go and have something because you know that you're a bit iffy, so you go have another thought, roasted carrots, that'll be nice, and fresh veggies can't be bad for you. My stomach told me otherwise, can I just say. So I am now going to go and have a cup of tea because I've been drinking tea like it's going out of fashion. I have not eaten one of those donuts I got from the Aldi Too Good To Go bag. Not one. I gave them away. Kathleen took some, Patrick took some. I've got one packet here and it is still full. So I'm feeling quite deprived now. Anyway, I shall go now and leave you in peace. I hope you have a lovely weekend and I'll catch you later.